Say we live, say we live. Fight fans, what it do out there? What's goody? Main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. Don't know if we suffering some buffering issues. It does look like we buffering just a little bit. And if we're going to buffer, then I'll just try to do this from another location, man. Y'all give me something in the comments. Again, man, I got to get my final prediction on the record, fight fans. Got to get it on out there. Are we clear out there? I don't know who the one person is. Just let me know if the stream is buffering, if it's buffering or if it's running crystal clear. If so, we'll keep moving forward. Let me know. Y'all just let me know real quick because I'm not going to continue this if we're going to buffer through it. You know what I mean? Let me know. Look like we doing all right, though. Look like. What up, fight fans? What's going on? Main man, made man out here. It's fight day. It's fight day. Y'all better get ready. Salute to West Africa. Ghanaian. Okay, Ghana in the building. What's up to West Africa? Fight day, fight. We are here. The shit took forever. I thought the shit would never get here, but we are here. Bright soul salute. It's time to do a prediction. You say you can hear me? Am I doing the freeze frame thing? Let me know, fight fans. Let me know because I don't want to do a janky prediction. I will move to another location where I can get a better signal. Let me know. Salute to Chicago. Chicago in the building. Ali Cartier. UD. I hear you, famo. I hear you. I hear you, man. I'm ready to get this prediction on, man. I'm going to say this. I know we kind of skipping frames out there, but fuck it. We're going to do it. Hopefully the audio is clear. Let's do it like this. The thing is this, man. I thought long and hard about this prediction. I said to myself, I had to answer some questions because I was asking y'all and no one gave me the answer. If Sean Porter cannot bum rush Earl Spence Jr., what does he do? What does he do, fight fans? What is the plan B? Can he outbox Earl Spence? Can he move Earl Spence? Remember what we got here, fight fans. We got the makes this fight so special. The number 1, number 2 rated welterweights at the division going at it. Something we've been asking for since forever, and we got it. So we must appreciate this moment. Hit the thumbs up for me if y'all appreciate this fight. You hear me though? Monty Brown in the building. What up, fam? Mo Chin Smoke in the building. Monty, we here, Mo. We here. This is it. If your boy wins this fight, he walks through that door, Mo. He walks through that door. He gets royalty from here on out. Both sides of the aisle. Nobody should be complaining. If he goes in there and stops Porter, he gets respect from every corner of boxing. This is the one, man. This is the one you've been waiting for your man to get in there and do what he got to do what you say he is. So fight fans, who's going to win this? The way I see it is this, man. Like I asked the question, man, I don't know what Sean Porter does if he cannot move Earl Spence. I listened to Keith one time Thurman earlier speaking in the interview, and I thought he made perfect sense. And he says what you got here, you got two, I repeat, 2 productivity-based fighters still proving in the super chat. Salute. Been waiting on this one. Much love from Pensacola, main man, all day. That's Keith Thurman country, all day. Salute to Pensacola, Florida. Yes, sir. The thing is this. I listened to Keith Thurman, and he said you got 2 productivity fighters right here. You know what I'm saying? And he says the thing about Sean Porter's productivity is that when you look at it on the elite level, it hasn't been proven to work for him, if you will. When you think about it, you put Paulie Malignaggi in front of Sean Porter, his aggression right over him. When you put Devin Alexander there, steam right over him. When you put Kell Brook there, he doesn't steam right over him. When you put Jordanis Ugas there, he doesn't steam right over him. Keith Thurman, he doesn't steam right over him. So why should I believe if Sean Porter's aggression in this fight against Earl Spence, a fighter that can be honestly said to be bigger than, why would I think he's going to steam Earl Spence Jr. over? Coach Kennedy in the building. Hamid in the building. What up, family? Why would I think that? You say draw, Coach Kennedy? And then with Earl Spence Jr., productivity fighter, he puts out a high volume of punches every single fight. Even against the best in the best fighters that he's fought throughout his career. His productivity never dipped. It never dipped. Think about that, fight fans. But has Errol Spence Jr. ever been in there with another fighter that puts out just as much productivity as him? Has he ever done that? Light lit up in the building. Family, what up, though? Spence haven't proven anything yet. 50-50 fight. Good. So, the reason I jumble all of these things up in my head, and I think about real estate, and I say, who controls the real estate in this fight? Will Sean Porter, who's been unable to really work on the inside against Danny Garcia, against Keith Thurman, against Yordenis Ugas, will he be able to make it to the inside of Errol Spence? But he's never done it against these dudes. So why would he do it against Earl? Fight fans, I'm running into more questions than answers when it comes to Sean Porter. As for Errol Spence Jr., I've seen him command the real estate in each and every fight. I've seen him impose his will in each and every fight, even against my man Kell Brook. But when Kell Brook was healthy, he wasn't able to impose his will on a healthy Kell Brook. I'm jumbling all of this up in my head. Errol Spence jab, a commanding force in this fight. Sean Porter's boxing ability, not so much. Light Lit Up says E hasn't faced the level of completion Porter has faced. So these are all the questions that I've been wrestling in my head. Let's answer the golden question. Who gonna win this fight, man? You're talking too damn much. Before I tell y'all who I believe is gonna win this fight, I want to read some comments. Is that cool with y'all? Can I read some of y'all comments? You know what I'm saying? Bryce O says, close fight. Spence never faced someone like Porter. People by Triple G. Can I see anybody out there that's rooting for Showtime Sean Porter? I know the homie Last of a Dying Breed is rooting for him. Any other Porter fan, anybody out there thinks Sean Porter's going to win this fight? Though he has yet to show his aggression on the elite level and show his effective aggression on the elite level, do you believe that he'll do it against Errol Spence? Even though Errol Spence Jr. has a high level of productivity and he has a great acumen to go to the body, yet and still, he's been in there with no one to put that same productivity on him. There's anyone out there saying Sean Porter wins this fight? Let me know. Wayne Jr. in the building. Spence is the next Floyd. People just want to see him lose already. Damn. Ali Cartier. Porter got a 3.5 fans. Draw, says Bryce Soul. All right. After computing everything in my head, the distance, the real estate, the styles, both men making weight, both men seeming disciplined. Yeah, Showtime Sean Porter. Yeah, he has his father who once coached Errol Spence Jr. He has Burry Hunter in his corner who once coached Errol Spence Jr. So he may have an inside track. You got to think about that. Derrick James versus Kenny Porter. Both of these men, they have something to prove against each other. Both of these men. Shout out to Monty Brown. You see the video that's been posted out there that shows that these two men confronting each other. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes. So there's real bad blood. Throw all of this in your head, fight fans. Showtime Sean Porter has a high stamina, a high level of punch output. He never gets tired. Errol Spence Jr. never gets tired. Keep this thing running in your head. What is the one thing that we can use? What is the one thing we can use? Unbiased Cowboy fan says, shout out to Monty Brown all day. Hit the thumbs up as y'all come on in. After thinking long and hard about this, both men inspired each other in the past. The love that Kenny Porter shows to Errol Spence Jr. as if he's very impressed by Errol Spence Jr. After thinking long and hard about this, I think the winner of this fight, hit the thumbs up for me, hit the thumbs up for me, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Winner of this fight is going to be Errol Spence Jr. by unanimous decision. I don't think he stopped Showtime Sean Porter. I got to go with Errol Spence Jr. What I seen against Yordenis Ugas, which was the more recent fight by Showtime Sean Porter, seeing his boxing style and his boxing ability at the highest level, I don't think that's good enough to defeat what Earl Spence Jr. can bring. Seeing what Sean Porter, how he fought Danny Garcia, in which he could not keep his aggression up for all throughout that fight, which was smart. The reason he brought Barry Hunter into that fight was to help him to change tempos, to change and fight two different tempos. So that lets me know he will not try to sustain his aggression throughout of this fight, and he can't. I don't think Sean Porter has the ability to outbox Earl Spence Jr. I think Earl Spence Jr., I think this will be a close fight in the early portions of the fight. First 4 rounds, Sean Porter takes at least 1. The second 4 rounds, Sean Porter takes at least 2. The last 4 rounds, Sean Porter takes none. That's how I think it goes. Earl Spence Jr. by the late portions of this fight would have put so much work on Sean Porter where he'll be in survival mode. That's what I believe. I believe Sean Porter will be tagged. His defense is decent, but it's not good enough to not be there to get hit. He takes a lot of risks. That's not going to be smart against Earl Spence Jr. If Sean Porter is going to win this fight, what I believe he must do, without a doubt, is definitely change tempos. He has to change tempos because he's not going to be able to sustain that aggression. He's going to have to change tempos to attempt to throw Earl Spence Jr. off. I believe he should come out early on in the earlier rounds, going right at Earl Spence Jr. You spend the first 4 rounds pushing Earl Spence to the limit, and you spend the middle rounds attempting to box. I think if he wins that route, he'll have a much better chance. Newborn says Porter will lose and be irrelevant, but someone who was at the fight needs to tell Keith Thurman, all in the interviews with another injury, he is also irrelevant. It's all about Crawford and Spence. I hear you, man. Denise Ward's in the building. What's up, Queen? What's up? I got to go with Earl Spence by unanimous decision. I think Sean is coming to fight. I don't think he's coming to lay down. I think Sean Porter is going to fight, is going to push Earl Spence Jr. to the limit. But I think Sean Porter, in my opinion, has limits. Meaning that I don't think he's going to be able to turn up. The aggression is just not going to be enough. It's going to be right, good amount of aggression, but not enough. He's not going to be able to sustain that level of aggression beyond 6 rounds straight. Not going to happen. He's going to get tagged up way too much. I think Sean Porter's going to have a problem with making it to the inside. I think Earl Spence will be the aggressor in this fight. And I don't see Sean Porter fighting good on a retreat. I think Sean Porter's going to try to take chances to get to the inside, but I think he's going to get beat up. Earl Spence's height will pose to be a problem against Sean Porter. He will control the real estate with the jab, I believe. Keeping Sean on the outside of that jab will be key. I'm trying to say, man, try in the building. Capadonna 24. What up, though? Renee Box Young. I got to admit, Porter's good, but I see Spence on another level, though. I don't know. That's the golden question that got to be answered for me in this fight. Is Spence on another level? The way I will know if Spence is on another level is how he fights in this fight. I know that after this fight, Renee Box Young. For me as y'all coming on in. But I think what I've seen from Earl Spence thus far, not to mention Earl Spence has, right now, he's been out of the ring, what, at almost 11 months? I mean, not quite 11. When was the Mikey fight? It wasn't 11 months. I take that back. But he's been out of the ring longer, and he sustained no damage in his last fight. As opposed to Sean Porter, it was a close fight between him and Yordenis Ugas. He took a lot of punishment in that fight. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, man, what I've seen in the Ugas fight, what I've seen in the Danny Garcia fight, and that's Sean on the elite level against a guy with power. Sean does not bring the aggression all 12 rounds. We've seen it against Danny. He doesn't do it. He's not going to do it against Earl. He's not going to do it against Earl. I think he should come out early with the aggression and box in the mid rounds and finish with aggression. Put the aggression on the ends of the fight, on the first and second end. In the middle portion, he should attempt to box and try to grab as many rounds as he can. That's what I believe that Sean Porter should do. But he is definitely going to switch tempo in this fight. That's the reason they're bringing Barry Hunter into their corner. They're going to switch tempos. And it's a smart thing to do. He needs to keep Earl Spence very uncomfortable. Do not allow Earl Spence to fight his fight. Do not allow Earl Spence to dictate his pace. Do not allow Earl Spence to impose his will. You got to stand your ground. You got to make Earl uncomfortable. If you fail to do that, Sean, it's going to be maybe an earlier night. Now, I'm not expecting Earl to get the KO in his fight fans. I'm not expecting it. If it does, I will be thoroughly impressed. I will be thoroughly impressed. And I will have even a higher outlook on Earl Spence than I may have after this fight. If it's a close fight, if it's a split decision, I'll say Earl Spence is a good fighter. He's the #1 fighter at welterweight, but he's just a good fighter. If I see a domination, 12 straight rounds, a whitewash, I will consider Earl Spence Jr. to be a great fighter and say that he is all that he says he is. The same respect that I give a fighter for a knockout, I give it to him for a whitewash. Let's see. Valkyrie says good feet can keep you in position to land whatever you can and escape where it's dangerous. Porter has the weakness feet of all champions. I believe that Earl Spence Jr.'s punch placement is too good for a reckless fighter. You cannot be a reckless fighter against another fighter that has tremendous punch placement. You got to think of the strong points that Earl brings into this fight. His punch placement is amazing. He puts full extension on a lot of his punches. He always manages to take that step back to get just the right amount of velocity on his hooks. And for a fighter that's coming in, that swings wildly, sometimes smothering his punches, against a fighter with punch placement, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Every time Sean Porter stepped up in his career against the elite fighter, an elite fighter, he lost. Danny may be the exception. But he lost against Keith. He lost against Kale. Those were his two biggest fights. Earl Spence Jr., there's a lot of questions that needs to be answered going into this fight fans. This fight should answer it. For anybody out there who is not picking Earl Spence Jr. to win this fight, which I understand, it's because you need to see it first. And I'm the same way. But I truly believe that what I've been recently seeing by Showtime Sean Porter, I can't see that version of Sean Porter beating Earl Spence Jr. A fighter that's fresh, that took no damage in his last fight, who has been imposing his will on each and every fighter. Not giving no respect to the fighter, just imposing his will the way he see fit. Light Lit Up says, how is fighting Spence stepping up? Porter has fought better competition than Spence. The thing is that Spence is a world champion. Porter has a dynamic resume, Light Lit Up, all day, no doubt about it. But when you gotta, one thing that feeds into also being a champion, and I know a lot of people may not like this, is that who the people consider a champion. What welterweight right now has the most ground support from the people? You know what I'm saying? And when you think about that, it's right now it's Earl Spence Jr. Not only is he has hardware around his waist, but the people support him in droves, and they believe in him to be a champion. I mean, they say, well, I need to see more. I need to see more. I need to see more. That's why I don't consider him the #1 welterweight right now. I need to see more. But this fight, a prime champion, that's world champ, a prime in-fight champion with the resume that has a dynamic resume. There's no more excuses after this, bro. None. You hear me though? Monty says, I got the Patreon on ice for this victory. Even if Earl dominates, they will find a way to discredit. Man, ain't no discredit in the domination. There ain't no discredit in the domination. If Earl Spence Jr. goes in there and win all 12 rounds, no one can discredit that. Sean Porter has never lost all 12. Even in the people that beaten Sean Porter, they were close wins. If the man goes in there and dominates Sean Porter, we always talk about, oh, no one's never knocked out Sean Porter. Well, no one's never dominated Sean Porter. It's the same damn thing. So if he gets dominated, what are we talking about? You got to give it credit, the same amount of credit. I'm telling y'all, man. Sean look, let me tell y'all like this. If anybody wondering about, can Sean win this fight? Absolutely. Do I think he wins this fight? No. Can he win this fight? Sure. Is he capable? Yes. If the night is just right, if it's his night, can he win this fight? Absolutely. Sean is a hell of a fighter. But I just believe style-wise, from what I've recently been seeing in both fighters, not to mention the of Earl Spence going into this fight, knowing that he's fighting his old trainers? Do y'all know, as a fighter, you got a trainer that you love in Derrick James, and you want the world to know that this is my dude. Me and him is the dynamic duo, not me and Kenny Porter, not me and fucking Burry Hunter. Nah, the dynamic duo is right here. Y'all, he don't get no credit for the Kell Brook fight. He go to credit right here. So he goes into this fight with that on his shoulder. I think Sean fights a hell of a fight. But I say unanimous decision to Earl Spence Jr. I'm going to say about 8 rounds to 4. That's what I believe. 8 rounds to 4, Earl Spence Jr. I believe he not only keeps Sean on the outside of his punches, Sean eventually stops taking risks as this fight progresses. I believe that Sean starts to go into survival mode from roughly about rounds, give or take 9 to 10 on down. Now, the father factor is a big player in this fight. The one thing that even if you try to predict this fight, you got to keep in mind, the father factor, meaning that Kenny Porter, his father, will be in the corner. Kenny Porter, who's talked this fight up so much outside of the ring and hyped up Earl Spence and all of this other. So Sean could be looking to go above and beyond for this fight. So even though I may believe that Sean may be in retreat mode, in times where Sean is getting beat up like Lamont Peterson did, you know what I'm saying? Lamont Peterson refused to go down because of the love he has for Burry Hunter. And he doesn't want to look bad in front of Burry Hunter. So that's what kept Lamont on his feet. Lamont told Burry in the corner, as long as you keep sending me out there, I'm going to keep on fighting. If you want to stop it, that's on you, but I'm going to keep on fighting. Sean will maybe go into this fight with that in him as well. And that may make it harder for Earl Spence Jr. to not only stop him, but when Sean is getting beaten up, that may be the thing that when he should pull back, he don't pull back. And if he goes that route, he'll get stopped, I believe. The father factor can work for him or against him. It can work for him and making him dig deep enough to say, I'm going above and beyond. And whatever Earl doing, if I'm down on the cards, I'm getting back into this fight. It can work for him like that. Or it can work against him in the fact that if he is getting beaten up, he will continue to put his foot on the gas and get beat up worse and eventually get stopped. It's going to be funny to see how the father factor is going to play into this fight. Sif Bud in the building, he say this one for the history books. Strength and conditioning will play a part one way or another. Yeah, man. Earl looking chiseled for this fight. He looking chiseled. We'll see. He says he's doing strength and conditioning for this fight. He say he'll be disappointed if he doesn't stop Sean Porter. That's all fun and dandy. Sean is an experienced veteran. Sean is unlike anyone that Earl Spence Jr. has faced. Earl needs to be cautious and mindful of one thing. You are fighting an experienced champion. This is not a smaller fighter. This is not a fighter that's hungry. They're looking to get on the level like a Ugas or this is not an unknown fighter like Ocampo. This is not a broken fighter like Kell Brook. This is a prime 2-time world champion that's fighting in front of his father. Earl, mindful. The family, the father factor. Be mindful. Fighters dig deep for that shit, man. Remember the WBC was talking at one point from banning fathers in corners for the reason that fighters go above and beyond for their fathers and it sometimes get them hurt. Will Sean's father factor help him or will it hurt him? Riddle me that, fight fans. Riddle me that. Kenny already got Sean ready to die. Damn, Akuma's deception. What up, family? Has VADA done any tests? Great question. Not see the headline leading up to this fight of such and such joined the Clean Boxer program. What's up with that shit, man? I don't know. Didn't see the headline at all. So I guess we got to assume that the Clean Boxer program protocols are being followed. The paperwork was signed. I know VADA is testing them. There's a difference, fight fans. I'm not asking if VADA, according to Kenny Porter, VADA is testing them. I mean, is Earl in the Clean Boxer program, the random year-round testing? That is something we haven't seen, but hopefully we'll find out after the fight. Valkyries, Crawford has all the tools when Mayweather and Loma say you are number one. That means something. It's still a 50-50 versus Spence all day. Great comment all day. Lewis Coleman, what up, family? I am in the D. Does anybody know if the fight is in theaters? I know one thing, yeah, the fight is definitely in theaters. I know AMC is doing something with the theaters, man. You need to look into that, man. Yeah, that's a good thing, man. Yo, if y'all can't get this and y'all want to drop that 75, man, go to the local movie theater, man. Get it on the big screen, Joe. Hey, that's a hell of a good thing right there all day. All day. Light Lit Up says, I'm not assuming nothing. This fight means too much, and Spence has too much on the line. I'm going to need to know they've been tested. I know that's right, bruh. You say you ain't going for that. You need to know what it is. I know, right? I'm with you, though. I'm with you. I need to see a headline. I remember, man, when it came out about a year ago, when people thought that Earl Spence Jr. did it, everybody made videos. Oh, shut up. Earl Spence is in Nevada. He's now on the Clean Boxer program. He's on their website. Here's the picture. See what it said. And it was old news. You know what I'm saying? It was something from the Kell Brook fight. But yet no one's asking that question. Still ain't seen the headline, fam. Still ain't seen that headline. I'm dying to see it. Muhammad Ahmatola in the building. He says, Porter has nothing to lose. All the pressure is on Spence. Yeah, true. Porter making good money. Both fighters making $2 million apiece as an official purse. Of course, pay-per-view back-end money. So they make, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Porter got a lot to lose, but he also got a lot to gain. So I mean, I think honestly, man, truth be told, I think he's gonna fight like he has a lot to gain as opposed to a lot to lose. There's a difference. When you fight when you got nothing to lose. I'm sorry. When you fight when you have nothing to lose. You go in there lackadaisical. When you fight, when you get like you have everything to gain, you fighting balls to the wall. I think he fights like he has everything to gain. Valkyrie says, I put money on Spence. We'll switch stands to go as Crawford fans. Does anybody out there got Spence by KO? Is there any KO? Anybody out there that thinks Spence going to stop Sean Porter? Riddle me that. Anybody out there think Earl Spence stopped Sean Porter? Let me know. Let me know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Nope. Kuma's Deception says nope. Nope. I don't see it either. I don't see it. So my expectations are lowered. So he can surpass those expectations and stop Sean Porter and make us think even more highly of him. Al G says late round TKO. Okay. Well, that's what's up. So you expecting Earl to stop him. A lot of people not. You know what I mean? Okay. I see. Light It Up says, should be some Spence stands in here. I saw one brother had Spence KO round 3. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know about that. Hey, if he does that, I'm telling you, man, the respect level of Earl Spence Jr. is going to go through the roof, Joe. Through the fucking roof. And no one will be without excuses. Any Earl Spence detractor will have no excuses if he stops Sean Porter early. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, it doesn't really matter since Spence beats the dog out of Porter and Kenny throws in the Kango. Yeah, man. Hey, do y'all know what it will do if Earl Spence makes Kenny throw in the towel? You break the will of the fighter and you break the will of the trainer that once trained you, that's trying to take all the shine from your current trainer and say it was because of him that you got your biggest win. If you make that trainer throw in the towel against fighter, bruh, levels. Last of a Dying Breed in the building. I got Porter on the upset. I screamed that out earlier, man. I know my man Last of a Dying Breed been calling for Porter. If he does it, I will not forget your call, Last of a Dying Breed, all day. Akuma's Deception. I can't see anyone breaking Porter like that. I can't see it either, Akuma's Deception. I can't see it. Newborn says KO for sure. Punch placement with Porter aggression. Man down all day. I like that. That combination is deadly right there. Spence by execution, says my man LeBron James. So there's a few of y'all that think that he's going to stop him. I don't see it. So for everybody that thinks he's going to stop him, in the post-fight, expect me to, if he does it, to be thoroughly impressed. Jaquavius Moore said, what up, famo? Nah, bruh, I see Spence getting clinically outboxed. Whoa, Jaquavius, come see me in the post-fight, bro. You say you see Earl getting outboxed. Never seen that. That's the first comment of his kind. I've seen people say that Sean is going to win. You say you see him outboxing him? Come holler at me, bro. I could see Spence getting a flash knockdown, but not a KO. I could see that. I mean, even Adrian Bronner got a flash knockdown. Last of a Dying Breed, what's up with his $2 million split with Porter, but it's A side, B side with Crawford? All day. Crawford get a $3 million guarantee. And if he fights on pay-per-view, he gets the $3 million guarantee on the purse, and he still get the back-end money. So they all out here clowning Bud, right? But it look like Bud deal better than everybody over there. Not to mention, even if he fights a bum, he gets the $3 million guarantee. They fighting each other. Yeah, they get a $2 million purse, but you know they're going to walk away from this fight each, man. I'm guessing if the numbers do well, Porter should be walking away minimally 8 to 10 million. Earl Spence, same thing, man. Maybe 10 to 12 million. Easy for this fight. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford will be in LA tonight. I hope Terrence Crawford is ringside. Terrence Crawford needs to be ringside. If Terrence Crawford ain't ringside, I'm wondering what he's doing. He wants this fight. We hear him talking. We know he's getting frustrated, but he needs to be at this fight. He needs to be trying to get up in that ring. You know what I mean? I've said it in the past against other fighters on the PBC side. Yo, boss up. You know what I'm saying? Crawford need to be in the building. Crawford need to be bossing up. And if he not, I'm wondering what the hell is he thinking? For real. 10-1 means I'm putting money on Porter, says Valkyrie. Yeah, those odds are insane, Joe. My money has already been placed. Thank goodness. You know what I'm saying? Thank goodness. Anyone with a brain knows that PBC welterweights are ducking Crawford. We all know what it is. We know what it is. And we're going to talk about that in the post-fight, man. Trip uploads. Terrence Crawford already said he's not going to the fight. See, look, the Terrence Crawford fans are going to sit back and say, well, why should he go to the fight, man, if they ain't trying to make a fight? He should be at the fight. Even just to get that 2-second camera shot, whatever it takes, just to get the commentators to talk about him for a minute to say, well, we know Terrence Crawford wants to fight Earl Spence. Just to get that, he should be at the fight. You got to apply more pressure. Just to get, you got to be in the building with these dudes, bud. The best way Bud applies pressure is when he's in the same building with these PBC fighters. Fight fans, I know y'all say that they ducking him, y'all Bud fans say that, but he got to take initiative and he got to be there, man. It's no way why he shouldn't be at this event tonight. This event is huge. The boxing world is watching. Come on, fight fans. Y'all know Bud should be in the building tonight, man. If it was the shoe was on the other foot, I'd be like, Earl should be in the building. Come on, man. Like Lit Up says, it'll be straight gangster if he pulls up. It would be. It'll have us talking for days. These are the little things that Bud can do to really apply pressure. He should be in the building, fam. He should be in the building. He needs to be in the building, fight for his career all day, like Lit Up, all day. So look here, man. I got to get going, man, because I got to get prepared for the fight tonight. I got some things to take care of. Look, I'm going to say this. Earl Spence Jr., unanimous decision. I'm calling it 8 rounds to 4. I believe that Earl Spence Jr., the more fresher fighter, stylistically, I think the length, his commanding of real estate, the fact that he's hungry for himself and his trainer, the fact that he has the momentum of all of his fans and the support of all of his fans at his back. The fact that he is hungry, fighting with something to prove. The fact that his style counterproductively counters Showtime Sean Porter's style of aggression and recklessness and jumping in and coming forward. The fact of the matter that he has proper punch placement. He takes his power through all 12 rounds. Lets me know, I believe stylistically, that Earl Spence Jr., whom I also think is the better boxer, the better outboxer, will defeat Showtime Sean Porter. I believe his aggression will not be enough. I believe he tones it down midway through the fight. I believe he goes into survival mode midway through the fight. I believe the punches start to take a toll. The one big unknown for me in Sean Porter is the father factor. I don't know if it helps him or hurts him. He can jump into something reckless. He can smother his punches too much. He can try to go above and beyond while he's hurt and get stopped. I don't know if it helps him or hurts him. I believe him trying to get to the inside not only will be a problem, but giving the punch placement and the distance of Earl Spence, it will also make Sean Porter smother a lot of his punches. For all of these reasons, I believe that Earl Spence Jr. will win this particular fight. Thumbs up for me on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Look here, fight fans, we right here, post fight, come holler at the homie. Let me know what y'all thought of this fight. Let me know. We're going to talk about the implications of the winner of this fight. We're going to talk about what it means to the welterweights, what it means to Terrence Crawford, what it means to just the everything involving the repercussions of this fight. Will I be turned up a little bit? You damn right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you want a more clear head, main man, you come see me tomorrow. But tonight, we're going to be turned up, and we're going to have a lot to talk about. Enjoy the fight. Also, I know this is, and I feel bad about this, but for the Darrell versus David Benavidez fight, I spent almost no time with it. I believe David Benavidez is going to win that fight. The power, the youth, the attitude with something to prove of taking this whole title, the prize of Caleb Plant will defeat the experience of Anthony Darrell. I believe it will be a good fight, but I believe that Anthony Darrell, the more faster, experienced fighter, will still lose to the more powerful, younger man in David Benavidez. Thumbs up for me, though, family. And come see me after the fight where this going down. Salute to everybody that joined me on today. Main man, on the record. And take in mind, I picked against Errol Spence in the past several times. I picked against him in the Kell Brook fight for sure. I thought Kell would do it. So this is the time. Vasyl Lomachenko is a fighter I never respected at first, but then he fought so well that he earned my respect. Canelo Alvarez lost my respect big time. Fought so well, earned my respect. Errol Spence Jr., I've always counted him out. I've always gave him all kind of crap. This is the fight that he can earn my respect. Let's see if he wins, main man. To the next one. See y'all later. Come on through. To the next one. Peace out.